Okay. So to recap, because I am taking a video, I need you to go to the attendance link, tell me that you were on the Google Meet, and then go back to the synchronous learning page and click on assignment. And what we are going to do, since we can't test your towers from home, we are going to kind of skip forward to what we start doing after we test, and that is entering the data that we collect from to a spreadsheet, and programming some formulas into those spreadsheets so that it does the math for us. So, less math is always yay. All right, so go ahead and click on the link on that synchronous learning assignment that says Tower Data and Statistics. And when it pops up, you're going to go up to the top left-hand corner and click on File and go down to Make a Copy. And when you do that, go ahead and name it Tower Data and Statistics, and then put your last name. All right. Yes, Robert.
I can't find it.
Okay, so did you go to Canvas?
Yeah.
Okay, then click on that main page that pops up when you first get there.
Mm-hmm.
Click on the word assignment. And it should take you straight to that synchronous learning assignment. And then you're going to click on the link that says Tower Data and Statistics.
Let's see. So, I found it.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and make a copy of that.
Okay.
And hang on. Yeah, look up. My computer is rebelling at having to do so much work. Okay. Give me just a second. All right, so what we are going to do is we're going to enter in the tower data that we have. And give me a second, I gotta delete a bunch of stuff. All right. Okay, so what we're going to do is in this first column where it says grams, that's where we're going to be entering the data from our towers. All right, so hang on. Sorry about that. All right. So our tower number 1 weighed 114 grams. And if you are watching this in another period, this data is going to be different for you. So you can contact me and I will give you the data that you need. All right, tower 2, it weighed 86 grams. So we're going to put that. So each of these little boxes is called a cell. So where we put 114 is B2 because it's column B and then row 2. And then where we put 86 is B3. All right, so tower number 3 weighed 85 grams. Tower number 4, make sure I got this right. Yep. Okay, tower number 4 weighed 75 grams. Tower number 5 weighed 56 grams. You guys are all able to see this, right? I'm like switching between like a bazillion tabs, so I just want to make sure I'm on the right one. Okay, tower number 6 weighed 90 grams. Tower number 7 weighed 128 grams. Tower number 8 weighed 83 grams. And tower number 9 weighed 74 grams. I think, was that? Okay, I think we have a couple more that because we have 11 groups. So we have a couple more that we'll be adding later, but we're not going to worry about it right now. Okay, so one of the first things that we did after you guys got approved was I told each one of you that I needed you to do the math and convert the tower weight, the weight of your tower, from grams to pounds. And the way that we did that was we took your tower weight in grams and divided it by 454. And for some of you, I saw this look of panic, like, you want me to do what? And I just told you it was fine, put in your calculator. Well, we're going to be doing this with everyone, but I'm not expecting you to do the math for each one of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a formula into our spreadsheet that is going to do the math for us. Okay, so I'm going to have you go to C2. All right, so that is just to the right of where we have 114 typed in. And in C2, we're going to type the equal sign because that tells the cell that tells our spreadsheet that we want it to do a calculation. All right, so you type equal. Then I'm going to go ahead and click on B2 where we had 114. Okay, so you can type in B2 or you can just click on the cell. Okay, and then it highlights the cell when we do it. Then I'm going to click on the right leaning slash on my keyboard. So, and that's the division sign. What's up, Weston?
It won't let me type in numbers.
Just make sure you're clicked on the clicked on C2, and if it won't let you type it in there, then click on up here where it says FX, like above all the letters at the top, and it should let you type it in there. Okay, so currently we have equals B2 slash, and we're dividing it by 454 because that's the number of grams in a pound. Okay, and then I'm going to press enter. And what that did was it filled in and it did the math for me. So if you had tower number 1, which was Griffin and Hunter, then that should be what they wrote down, or like at least the first 3 digits after the decimal point. All right, Nitin, what's up?
Can you go back to when you put the right-handed slash? I didn't get what you said after that.
Okay, so you can see it right up here. I put equal B2 and then the right-handed slash and then 454. So 454. And then I pressed enter. And then for some of you, I don't think it did it for me. It did it the first time that I did it this morning. But some of you may have gotten a prompt asking you if you wanted to fill that in and like autofill for the rest of the row. It's okay if you do that. Like if it gives you a green check mark and asks you if you want to autofill, go ahead and do that. Charlotte, what's up?
I was just asking if I could do that because it had done that for me.
Yes, yeah. It didn't do it for me because it started to supply some information and I wasn't ready for it. I didn't want it like displayed up there because I was still walking through it. So I clicked out of it. And so I think that's why it didn't give it to me. So if it did not tell you to autofill, or if you like clicked out of it because I didn't tell you to click on the little green check mark, then what you're going to do is you're going to go back up to C2 and you're going to, when you hover over different parts of a cell in Sheets, you get different like little mouse icons. If you get the little hand, it's like the move tool, so it's gonna move it to a different spot. We don't want to do that. We want to go to the bottom right hand corner of that cell, and we're gonna click on it, and we're gonna drag it down, and I'm gonna drag it all the way through 11 because we have 11 towers. And what that did, if you didn't do the autofill option, then what that did is it filled in, it copied that same formula, but it changed the row. So I'm in C5 right now, and in my formula, it's dealing with B5, the amount that's in B5, not in B2. So it changed it to fit the row that I happened to be in at that time. Okay. So that's going to do all the math for converting all of those tower weights into pounds for everybody in the class. Okay. Now the next thing that we're going to do, so we were able to test 2 towers. 2 towers. So our load, or the amount of pounds that the tower held before it broke or before at its highest amount. Okay, so tower number 1 held 104 pounds, so 104. So in E2, I'm going to type in 104. And then in tower number 2 held 268 pounds. So I'm going to type in 268. All right, now we have not tested 3 through 9, and we haven't tested 10 or 11 yet. So we're just going to leave those blank for now. Now we had said that our efficiency score was going to be, our efficiency score was going to be the amount of pounds that our towers held at its highest point, divided by the weight of the tower. Okay. And we can do that with a calculator for sure, but we are going to go ahead and have our spreadsheet do it for us. Okay. So in the column F, which is our efficiency column, we're going to make sure we're in F2. So right underneath the word efficiency. And we're going to type in the equal sign again. And it's trying to supply a formula for me, but we're not going to use that. Okay. If I click the tab, it would supply E2/B2, and that's not what we're doing. So I'm going to click on the X there. I'm going to click on E2 though, because that's our first thing. So it's going to be equals E2, and then that right leaning slash for divided by, and we are having it divided by C2. So I can either type C2 or I can come over here and click on C2. Okay, so in that box and up here, I should see equals E2/C2. And I'm going to press enter. What's up, Chloe? Chloe, do you have your hand up? I can't hear you.
Yeah. So like with the little things right there, how do you have it fill it in? Because it's not filling it in for me.
So I'm gonna do another fill in. So you're saying like in column C, it didn't fill in for you?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna fill in F as well. So I'm gonna hover my mouse over that bottom right hand corner, and it's hard to see just because. Let me see if I can make this bigger.
I took her torso with me.
Okay, so if I hover over the bottom right hand corner of that cell, I'm gonna make it a little smaller. I get a little black plus. And if I hold down my mouse and then drag it down through tower 11, then it's going to copy that same formula and change it for each of the cells that I'm in. So it's going to change it for each row. Okay, so if I click on, F7, it's going to say E7 divided by C7. Okay, now down here at the bottom, I have two different cells that say an error. Okay, it says hashtag div/0 with an exclamation point. That's because we don't have anything for towers 10 and 11 because we don't have a weight for them yet. And so it's trying to divide a load. It's trying to divide something by 0. And we can't divide a number by 0. So once we get those filled in, then those errors will go away. Okay, so that's really what it's an error for now, but it won't be an error forever. All right, Robert, what's up? Robert, did you have a question?
Yeah, it wasn't showing up on mine either. Like I would type in the equal E2, but it wouldn't go into numbers.
Okay, did you come up here and type it up here? Like
Yeah.
did it work then?
No.
It still didn't work?
No.
Okay. All right. I need to get.
It's like asking for me to autofill.
Oh, what is it saying to autofill? Like, is it
It's
giving you 0.2511?
so in the efficiency one, it's like it's just basically copying all the numbers and like because I have 286 on the load, and on the efficiency I'll type it in and it says okay, it just puts 268 in efficiency 2.
Okay. So go back up to F2 and type in, just like type it again. So like if I went back up here and I like erased this equals E2/C2, it would go away. Okay. So go ahead and go back up there and then type in that equals E2/C2 and press enter and make sure that you get that 400. Oops. No, that's not what I want to do. Okay. Make sure you have the 414.175, blah, blah, blah. And then go ahead and go to that bottom right hand, hover over that bottom right hand corner. Click on your mouse and then drag all the way down to F12 and it should copy it down.
Okay.
All right. Nitin, what you got?
For mine, when I try to like put the efficiency down, like drag it down, the black plus arrow shows, except when it highlights it, it just doesn't do anything.
Okay. Do you have like when you click on F2, are you seeing this up here that equals C2 or equals E2/C2?
Yeah.
Huh? Did you say yes or no? Sorry, I was
I said
coughing.
yeah. I said yeah.
Okay. All right. So then go ahead and just try it again. So go back up and like kind of click out of F2, go back to it, and then hover over the corner, get that black plus, and drag it all the way down. If you have it in F2, we even if it doesn't copy correctly, like we'll figure it out when we get back. All right. I think Liam's the only one with his hand up. Liam, I'll answer your question in just a second. But for everybody else, we've got a couple more minutes left of class. What I'm going to have you do for this assignment, you're not going to be turning in your spreadsheet. You're just going to take a screenshot of what you have. What I would like is for you to have like when you take your screenshot, make sure that you are either have your up here above your rows, I would like your cursor to be highlighted on a cell that has a formula in it. Okay, so see here, I'm in C2, and the formula up here shows equals B2 / 454. If I'm over here in F2, it says equals E2 / C2. Okay, that's what I'd like to see when you upload it, but it's just a 5-point assignment. You're just going to take a snip or a screenshot of what you have here in your Google Sheet and turn that in, and that's all you got to do. Liam, what's up?
I actually forget what I was about to say, so yeah.
Oh, okay. Perfect. All right. Let's see. Charlotte, what's up?
How do I take a screenshot of it?
See, I don't have a Chromebook. So I am do you have I think there's like an icon on your Chromebooks that takes a screenshot. Hang on. Do you guys have what kind of Chromebooks do you guys have? Is it the Lenovo?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It looks like
You can
there is, if you hit, somebody have instructions.
you can hold down Shift and Control and right next to like the thing that makes your Chromebook dimmer. On the left of that, if you hold down Shift and Control, you can click that.
Okay. So shift control and then the button just to the left of
The dimmer.
the dimmer. Okay. All right.
What's
Hannah,
the dimmer thing?
like up above the numbers.
Yeah.
Like mine, I can make mine dimmer
Oh,
with like
oh yeah. Okay.
it's
I was confused.
okay. And Hannah, what you got?
Just to clarify, so when we screenshot, you want us to include like the FX with it?
Yeah, just like have your like go ahead and click on one of the cells that has a formula in it, and so that I can see that you didn't just like type in what I typed in. Because when we add in the data for the load, it's going to fill in all the rest of these because we already have the formulas in. So when we get Tower 3's load, we can go ahead and type it in and it's going to just supply the efficiency. When we get Tower 10's tower weight in grams, it's going to fill in the weight in pounds automatically. So because we already have these like kind of pre-programmed, it's going to do that for us. So that's why I don't want you guys just typing in what I have on there. Charlotte, did you still have a question, or you guys?
Yeah,
are you
it's
good?
not letting me screenshot it.
Okay.
I held down
know
Control
when-
and Shift, and then held down the dimmer thing, but it doesn't work.
It's the button to the left of the dimmer.
Oh, that's why.
Kalisa, did you have a question?
Yeah. How do you submit a screenshot?
So it would just be like when you were doing your just like when you were doing your stuff on SketchUp. You're gonna click on that, and then since I don't have a Chromebook, I don't know exactly what's gonna pop up for you, but you'll click on Start Assignment, and then down at the bottom, like it'll give you like the little rocket ship. Click on the rocket ship, and it should be in like pictures or screenshots or something like that, and you should be able to find it. If not, it should save it to like OneDrive, and we'll find it on Monday. Okay, so if you can't find it, I'll help you find it on Monday.
Can we leave when we're done?
Yeah, you can go ahead and leave. Liam, did you have a question?
That was my question.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, you guys can go ahead and take off. Have a good day. Have a great weekend. What's up?
Miss Moreno.
Yeah.
Who was there anyone that went over me and Avery's score yesterday?
Let me take a look. I don't think so. I got like 80 bazillion tabs up right now. Nope. I had two 400s in 7th period, and I had a 400, almost 500 in 8th period. But nope, you guys are still
In
you're
the
still
lead.
right at the top. All right, hang on. Easton, what's up?
What if we answer false on the attendance quiz? Would we be counted absent?
Yes, you'll be counted absent, Easton.
Well, we did technically do it, the attendance quiz.
So don't be obnoxious. Just be true.
My bad.
You know the answer to the question, man. You're killing me. All right, I'm gonna give everybody another minute to pop in here. Check my email real quick. Okay. Oops, hang on a sec.